We are live. Sandy, thank you for inviting us to your cabin where you stay during the season.
Thank you so much for coming, Norman.
Pleasure
to have you.
With the Maccabees, as you like to call them. Very interesting year you've had so far. You guys started off, around 500. You then went to 4-2. Fell back to 500 with a terrible sweep that you had by Butter, where you guys were completely asleep. And now this past week, you took the step forward again and went to 6-4 against Mean Machine, who was 5-3 at the time. What is going on with your squad?
Absolutely. I think early in the year, we definitely kind of felt like those first couple of weeks, we sleptwalk our way to 2-2. We felt we were a better team. We got it together before the Passover break. I think we refocused ourselves and got that sweep over the Lumber Kings. Felt great about ourselves going into Passover. Then of course we had the month layoff.
Yes.
Came back with probably the worst performance you could have against the team in Butter. And like all good teams, I think it rallied us. I think we really were embarrassed by ourselves. Everyone in that clubhouse, from myself down, held themselves accountable. And we came out on Sunday with a fire in us that I have not seen this year. Even in the sweep, the original sweep against the Lumber Kings, we came out with a different energy, a different focus, and that was what I hope really propels our season, because we feel great about where we are right now, and we feel great about how we played a couple of days ago.
Now, after the sweep to Butter, many was speculating that General Manager Sandy Shalom had you on the chopping block with a mid-season managerial change.
Well,
now, you moved your family to Tel Aviv. You came from Rockford, from Cleveland, from Montreal. You've been moving around a lot, but now you moved to a different country to manage this squad, and it seemed that Sonny was willing to let you go if things didn't turn around quickly.
You know what, Norman? It comes with the territory, and if that's what he decided, then that's what would have happened. We are a team on paper that was chosen to do some good things this year. I've watched the reports, and we were picked to be, a playoff team for sure, possibly compete for a title. And at 4-4, after a performance like that, something's got to give. And if it were me, I wouldn't have been surprised. Luckily, they stuck with me, and we had a good result on Sunday. But again, you're never safe, and you got to play every day like it's your last, and that's what we've been doing.
Now, Sandy, I want to ask you about a couple of the other teams in the league. Let's watch the highlights for a moment. Let's see what happened against you and Mean Machine. I want to ask you about the Mean Machine team and about some of the teams you have coming up on your schedule after the highlights.
Great.
Good eye.
6-2. 6-2 Maccabees.
So a lot of hits, a lot of action.
Okay.
Playing a tight, aggressive game. I like it.
Playing tight and aggressive.
Tight and aggressive. Tight D, aggressive hit.
Great.
Top of the fifth.
Top of the fifth, 6-2.
Hold up.
Hold up!
No, that's twice!
No pitch, you got
He has to! Thank you. Go. 0-2.
Jackie, umpire's got to grant the time, I guess they're saying.
Yeah, I don't know if they heard it. But anyway, it was a ball. It was a ball, but he called the strike because of the action.
Just a picturesque day here at Fireman's East. And look at this picture. GQ. Sabon and Moshe Emma. These two graced the cover of SI 15 years ago. Ground ball to third. Off his glove. That looks like a fair ball. And it's men on first and second.
Perfect all day.
How many outs, Jay-Z?
I believe there's none.
Oh, that's good for you guys. Sammy Saka not smiling with a 6-2.
Getting hurt of this game.
What's happening here, Sammy?
Getting hurt.
Sloppy play.
Very sloppy.
Really?
Can't win games like that.
Cannot. Not in this league. Not in this league. Mikey M. Dog Shalom. How we doing, buddy?
Very good.
Holding on to a 6-2 lead. And a fly ball, can of corn. No one's going to be able to advance on that. Abe Cohen, Bub Jamal.
Some life today, Norman.
How we
Definitely
doing?
some life.
Everyone needs a wake-up call
Definitely
once in a
some
while. Maybe you guys got it. That'll bring up Dubray.
DC, let's go.
Hey, hey, hey! Ho, ho, ho! Maccabees! Waste them!
Hey, hey, hey. Joey, what's going on
Maccabees
here?
came out to fight today.
All right.
He's giving you the line! He's giving you the third baseline!
And Bub said he's giving you the line. That's going to be fair ball. That's a fair ball. 1 run will score. And let's see. Big game James here. And a long double for David A. Wow. Sonny made a diving attempt at it. It would have been an amazing play. That's a fair ball down the line.
Great call.
7-2 Maccabees.
Give him the line!
Bub, you called the line there. You said he's giving you the left field line.
Giving it to him, and he took
And he
it.
took it.
He took it.
And who's up? Who's that? Ruby? Ruby Shaheba, the batter.
Line batter. Sonny, the 2 arms on the right side are terrible. You were running. Right, Norm? Ruby, we need this AB from you, Ruby. Wow.
And now they're switching
Too
the
much
third
line.
baseman.
Let's go, Ruby!
They're moving Charles on to third.
Don't bail him out in the air.
Infield is in. Ruby, line drive. We're going to have a play at the plate. Hit the throw. And he's safe at the plate. 8-2 Maccabees. David A. also tags.
He held the bag longer than he should have, but
What do you think of that appeal, Sonny?
it's all fair. It's all fair.
2 out, 1 run, another run in here, right?
Okay.
Need a run, James.
Joey Joko Cohen up with 2 outs. He's going to need to get a base hit to score another run. Abe, Joe was more of a tennis player growing up.
Yes.
How did that cross over to baseball?
Midlife switch over.
Stopping short of calling it a midlife crisis, calls it a midlife switchover as Joey Cohen steps in. Ground ball to short. Shalom throws it over to, and that's the inning. But Maccabees add 2. Maccabees add 2. 8-2 Maccabees.
Come on.
Right.
Way to clear Shalou. Shalou and Saban are up.
Good idea.
Shalou and Saban.
Right. All right. An upbeat Maccabee team.
Hey, Norm.
Ruby, how we doing, buddy?
Thank God.
Good.
DC, way to be.
Lee, how's it going today?
Norm, it's okay.
Picturesque day.
Oh, it's Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem. That's it. Hi.
Hard and low. Hard and low.
Big game, James.
I know him.
What's up, buddy? David A. Long, deep drive down the left field line.
Need some shade. Hot out there.
Wow.
Not looking great, but we could bounce back.
Can you? You guys always do.
We need a rally here, and maybe we'll take game 2 in like the last 4 weeks. So
All right, let's see what happens. Paul Saka nodding in disappointment.
I don't know. Just slipped out of my glove.
Just slipped out of my glove, he said. Mikey Shalom versus Stephen Shalou. Shalou drives it deep. Bub is there. In the gap. Nice drive, but nice positioning. Joseph Bub Jamal there.
Right.
Mikey pours in a strike against Michael Saban. Misses the corner, 1-1. Saban ground ball up the middle. And that's a base hit for Michael Saban. Man knows how to hit a ball. Charles Osaka, ground ball to Mo. Nice play deep in the hole. Safe at second.
Mo, great play, Mo.
Made a nice play, but it was deep in the hole. Good placement.
Mo, great play all day.
Joey Cohen
All
likes
day.
it anyway. So, Mean Machine with 2 men on and 1 out.
Here, boys.
The Soul Ancona.
Great pitch, Mike.
Mikey Jackie ahead of the count, 0-1 to Ancona. 0-2. Probably bring the heat here. He does, and he punches him out. He never swung the bat in that at bat.
We're not looking too good today.
No, that doesn't. That about sums it up right there. 2 outs, 2 on. Sonny, line drive. David A makes the line drive. Steph.
So good.
Makes the diving stop. Maccabees with the energy today. I know.
I think Eddie maybe. Eddie's been great.
Eddie's surprisingly been the best one lately. And Ruby goes down looking. Is that the first out of the inning, maybe?
I think so.
Okay, you better find out. You're the coach.
DC. No, 1 out. Oh, that is head. That's out his head.
He'd be Cohen going ballistic.
Why is he high strikes already? Let's go, Joe.
Joey Cohen, look at the bring. The batter home from second.
He's so clutch.
Here's the pitch. Joey swings. Could that fall? Could that fall? It cannot. Joe Chira is there. And that's the inning.
Good pitch.
Tickle their armpit.
Mike.
No, he's right.
And I didn't
I'm
hear
okay
it.
with it. I'm okay with it.
I'm already hearing when everybody says
It's in bad taste. I won't say it. Gotta keep it clean.
I like it. Whatever the umpire told you, I'd like you to stop doing
Yeah. We discussed it, and the adjustment's been made.
What was the problem? Were you?
I've been yelling step on your throat all day.
Oh,
It's in bad taste.
In these times, I think Jack should be a little more
back when the Expos did that, it was a different world back then, Jackie. Please
Yes.
adjust with the times.
Yes.
This is the
They have to cut the cutting the throat
Yeah, we did
because
it. We
I'm
said
going to
it.
come at the head
We
if they
said
cut
it.
the throat.
Ooh. Fighting words between Mean Machine. All smiles, though, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah. That's in good banter. Good
It's
banter.
good for some banter. Zolta, you're going to get a bill this week, Zolta. Joey brought the whole family.
Oh wow! And they're enjoying the fruits of the.
Zolta's going to get a big invoice. Sandy Shalom with the grab.
Mo Shama up here, top of the 5th. Maccabees leading 5-1. Got a man on first and nobody out. Maccabees taking game 1, 8-2. And then Mo Shama down the line. That's a fair ball. Jamie on his way to third. And he is out at third. Wow. Jamie did not slide. Morris ends up at second there, and a nice throw in from Sonny Braha to Charles Saka. Beautiful play, and now there's 1 man out. Maccabees left 5-0, bases loaded, nobody out in the 4th. Did not score again. Ground ball to third. Charles to first. Got him there. He's coming to third, and Morris will end up on third. Sonny going after it, and a fly ball to center. And the Maccabees leave another man on. 5 innings.
Bottom 5.
Bottom of the 5th here in Sack-Attack Field. 5-1. Cohen throws it away. Lee's coming. Lee, go! And the merry-go-round is going. The book will have it as a triple. It's 6-1. And now Mean Machine starting to fight. 1 man out, bottom of the 7th, man on first. Harry Braha up. Line drive right at Mo Shama. Ground ball. Ruby's got it, and that's the ball game. That's the ball game. What a difference a week makes. 1 week ago, Maccabees were licking their wounds. Today they have swept a very good Mean Machine team. So that's it. Ball game is over. Final score: Maccabees 7, Mean Machine 1.
See you next week, folks.
We're here with Mikey Shalom, who just swept Mean Machine. First time Mean Machine's gotten swept this year. They were close a few times, but they always battled back. Mikey, how'd it go today?
Great. We played Maccabees baseball. We backed each other up. Limited all mistakes to one base. We didn't even have a lot of mistakes. We got clutch hits, and we played a very, very good game.
What a difference a week makes. Last week you guys were sloppy, plenty of errors, plenty of running mistakes and all that. Perhaps a much needed wake-up call for you guys.
Absolutely. I think last week we all expected the other guy to pick up everybody else. And that was 1 through 12. And this week, 1 through 12, we just did what we had to do, 2 games.
So now we have a situation where you guys are 6-4. You brought down Mean Machine to 5-5. You leapfrogged them today.
Yes.
Smackdown 8-2. Butter will be 4-6. I think you're in second place right now, actually.
Go from a sweep to that, if that's what's true, I will take it.
So we saw those highlights. It looks like you guys totally manhandled the Mean Machine squad. Jeffrey Saka and every other Saka that's in the league, basically, except Abe Saka, all on this squad. A couple of Brahas as well. Throw in a Saban and Shalou. That's the squad. You guys destroyed them 17-3 in 2 different games.
This is a really good team. They jumped out 2-0, and that's been an issue for us all season. We've been falling behind. We came right back. But again, how we did it, it was more about us than them. We just really were determined to come out and play a good game, and everybody really played the way that they were capable of playing. And so I think it was just a situation, a week where a team was very hungry, and I'm not saying the Mean Machine were not hungry. I'm just saying we came out with a purpose, and we were not letting anything get in our way on Sunday. There's no way. But they are a really good team. We were in that second game, we were very aware that they come back. They come back on teams. They never die. And we had a lead early, but we were cautioning everyone on the sidelines. Don't let up. Keep playing defense. Keep making the plays. Keep tacking on runs, because this team comes back every week, I think.
So I didn't look it up yet, but Charles Saka said something at the field yesterday, on Sunday, in between the games. He goes, don't worry, we're going to win game 2 because we've won 4 in a row, game 2. So you're right about that. It's good that you were on top of that and realized that.
That's my job.
I want to ask you about your job. If you look across the league, one hit, everybody knows the rules. Let's say you're the manager of this team. They've managed to win 5 consecutive game 1s, and then they've managed to lose 5 consecutive game 2s. I've never seen that in my entire life. If you're the manager, is there a mental block with this team? What is going on?
It is remarkable to have a stat like that, and I have to almost chalk it up to coincidence, even though it doesn't seem possible. But I know that team. I know the guys on that team. There is no way that they're winning game 1 and then being, content and happy with the win and letting up in game 2. I just think it's very hard to sweep in this league. When a team loses game 1, they come out with that extra fire in game 2. You don't want to go home getting swept. So your job is hard to begin with. I don't think it's anything you can do. It's just something that's happened. It's a freak thing that you'd lose all 5 game 2s. But I know Daniel, I know the guys around him, they're gamers, they're going out to win. It just hasn't happened for them yet, but I think it will.
To me, it's just, they're the only team that has split every week. That's remarkable, but the fact that they've won game 1 every week and lost game 2 is just crazy.
It is amazing, but to your question, I don't know that there's anything you can do, because I don't think they're doing anything wrong.
Okay. Team Butter, you saw them last week. Did you guys just play terribly, or are they a good team? Because now they faced Nabi, and they got, kicked out of the stadium, basically.
You know what? They played great against us. I haven't seen them much throughout the year, but they played really good against us. And I think it had a similar scenario to what we had this week. They had come off a very, very bad sweep the week before.
That's right.
They needed to get back in their season. I think they were 2-4 at the time.
They were.
And they seemed to also come out hungry. Guys were at the field doing some calisthenics. Guys were doing yoga. So it was a situation where they came to play, and we definitely did not come to play that week. But I don't want to take anything away from their performance because they were great.
Okay, you're facing the 8-2 Smackdown. By the way, the two teams you haven't faced yet are Navy and Maccabees, so you do have. I think it's a good schedule for you because as you get ready for the playoffs, which you expect to make, you're going to face some playoff competition. So 8-2 Smackdown. Navy has never been swept in the YMSL in 2 games in a row on the same day.
That's unreal.
Do you think you guys can do it?
I think we can. I mean, if you don't come, if your juices don't get flowing, seeing Navy warming up before the game, and you don't get pumped up, it's time to hang him up because he's been the ultimate the last couple of years. Of course, winning a World Series, getting to the World Series the next year. You said has never been swept.
What's the game plan with him? Do you attack him early? Do you make him work and try to go for walks? Do you risk, if you do that, going down 0-2 and then you really have no shot against him?
You know what? I say, it's situational, but in general, you got to attack. I mean, I know he walks guys from time to time, but you got to attack. You can't fall behind. And again, it does depend on the situation.
We only have 1 more minute. I just want to do rapid fire about your team.
Go ahead.
All right? I'm going to give you a player. Just tell me what comes to mind when you hear this player's name, okay? Lee Zakaria.
Unbelievable leader and veteran. Guy was an animal this week.
Next.
Go ahead.
Mikey Shalom.
Mikey Shalom, warrior. Guy every week gets on the mound, wants to win more than anyone on this team.
David David Cohen.
Rookie of the year.
Well, it's got some competition there,
I know it's competition. Smoothest third baseman I've seen this year. Guy makes pretty much every play, and his bat's pretty good too. And also, cool as the other side of the pillow.
Bub Jamal,
consummate leadoff hitter. Also, comes to play every week. Loudest guy on the bench. Loves it, lives for it all week long.
Marshama.
What are you going to say about Mo Shama?
Jackie Jay-Z Zolta.
Let me get to Marshama.
Oh, you said, what are you going to say? So what are you going to say?
This guy, it's amazing. Marshama, sometimes you look at him and you see him, he's playing deep, and you're wondering, should he move in, should he move out? Every single player, he's positioned exactly right. The ball comes exactly to him. He has exactly enough time to throw it to first. Never seen a player
So it's
like
not
this.
luck that the ball just goes straight to
Guy
him.
knows the league unbelievably.
Jackie Jay-Z Zolta.
He is the general of that infield of the field. He calls an unbelievable game. This week he was outside himself in terms of banter and talking. He was very, very into it. I have not seen Jackie Jay-Z Zolta in that way for about 5 or 6 years.
Good to see Jackie Jay-Z Zolta enjoying the game again.
Very
Joey
much so.
Joko Cohen.
Oh, Joey Joko Cohen after a hiatus coming back, really, really, really enjoying himself, chipping in tremendously when I think he's only been hitting, but he's been unbelievable at the plate, some very good at-bats, and really good on the bench.
Ruby Shahabar.
Love him. Love this guy. We'll do anything.
You guys
he
tried
asks
trading
to
him
do.
before the season started.
There were trades always offered and things like that. We're very happy we have Ruby. Ruby, you know what? Wish we could get him in every game. He's really, really good. Great in the field. He's got a great stick. I love Ruby.
And finally, your captain, Sandy Shalom.
I think he's the smartest player that I've managed. Really smart guy. Knows the game. Knows how to get the team ready. Takes it very seriously. Takes his job seriously. I think he drafted a great team. And
finally, Abe J. Cohen.
Abe J. Cohen.
Your first round pick.
First round pick, and he's living up to it. This week, I don't know, maybe he made out once. I'm not sure. He gets up, good things are going to happen, and in the field, he gets to everything, and has an arm. It reminds me of the old days when I used to watch Elliot Braha throwing. He has a real nice cannon out there.
Sandy, I want to thank you again for inviting us here this morning. Good luck the rest of the way. You have 2 tough matchups your final 2 weeks.
We do. We have our work cut out for us.
And good luck to the Maccabees.
Thank you, Norman. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Sandy.